Pep Guardiola has decided to leave Man City after a poor season. He won 18 major trophies, 60 Premier League titles, and 1 Champions League. But it's time for a new era here at City, and that's where I come in as the new manager with the goal of returning Man City to being the world's best team. I am going to completely transform this side, playing a different style of play, signing the players to fit my system, and also move on a lot of Pep's players. But things could get difficult as we're still waiting for the Premier League's FFP charges verdict, and if guilty, that could see Man City relegated from the Premier League. But whatever the outcome is, I am here to return City back to glory by getting our hands on that Premier League once again and Champions League. If you're excited for this ride, then smash the video a like, and if you haven't subbed, we're only 1K away from 100K now. Okay, so I'm here to change a lot, and this is the current system that Pep is using and the current players. It's a 4-2-3-1. They obviously in the previous season had a lot of injuries as Haaland is not up top. It's Mamouche, who was a January signing, who has actually done very, very well, and of course scored that goal of the season in the league last season. Nunes at right back, that's a little strange. They do have options. We have this guy back from loan. At left back, we have the young exciting Rico Lewis, who of course is mainly a right back. That is where he will mostly be playing during this series. Centre-back partnership is strong, of course, one of the best centre-backs in the world. Ruben Diaz, we have a strong keeper in Edison, good midfielders, and good wide players, exciting wide players like Savinho and Jeremy Doku. You can't deny, Pep Guardiola is arguably the greatest manager of all time, up there with Sir Alex Ferguson, of course. But of recent years, his system of football is just becoming more boring and more robotic. And with this new era with me at the club, that is where all this is going to change. We will be switching to the 4-3-3. This is the side I've put together, which if we had to play right now, I feel this is the best team we could put out with the way I want this lot to play. I want us to be good with possession, playing a really high line, so aggressive, wanting to win that ball. When we don't have the ball, this is how the side will look, but when we do have the ball, this is what we'll transform to. Straight away, the right back is bombing up that right flank. Foden cuts inside to be that wide playmaker, not an inside forward. Because we've just straight up lost a defender, Gavardio will tuck in as a left back and act like a centre back. Rodri will of course be holding that midfield together, and the two players next to him will be creating the chaos. A playmaker on roaming and this other playmaker on attack. This will be like our cam and number 10. And our left winger will be no boring winger who gets the ball and passes it back. Whoever plays left winger during this series needs to be really exciting. Get the ball, do some skills, run forward, maybe cut inside to score, or get the ball to Haaland in the box, who is a poacher. So the goal is to get the ball to him. At some point, I wouldn't mind training him to be an advanced forward so we get more balls played through to him. But for players I want to keep and sell, Haaland, of course, is staying. Same as Phil Foden. He's 25. Had a bad year last, but I reckon we can get the best out of him. Rodri will be staying. Kovacic could be a player we move on. Silva is definitely a player we could move on. Diaz is staying. Same as Gavardio. Akanji will serve as good depth. And Edison in goal, I really wouldn't mind bringing in my own goalkeeper. The one who's a better shot stopper, but if he saves, he'll play this position perfectly. In fact, I do have a bunch of players on the transfer list, like Calvin Phillips, Edison, to see what offers we can get for him. Jack Grealish, of course, has no future here. John Stones, Walker, Gundogan, he is now 34. Our budget is currently at 119, but that's going to go up a whole lot with the amount of players we're going to sell. Take a look at our first player we could sign, Nori from Wolverhampton. Of course, it's a done deal. He is going to City. We could get him for around 32-40 million. We'll go straight in right now and just offer 36. Get this deal done. They did reject that, but 37.5 million sees us make our first signing here at City. It's Nori. And I could be completely honest, I don't know how he fits this current system. We are going to have to change things up. He would be totally wasted playing centre back when we have the ball. I guess he could be a wing back support and tuck into this space, as Silva will be getting forward, or whoever plays there. And maybe Rodri then slots into centre back. But I think the CDM on defense should be good enough. We might get a little bit exposed. But hey, look, this system so far is very attacking, and we're going to score a lot of goals. And because of that, Diaz can now go to right centre back, and Gavardio can slot into left centre back. I am converting him. Next, another confirmed City signing is Ryan Cherki from Lyon. Plays on the right, but better through the middle, and I'm wondering if he would actually fit into that centre mid role. He's worth 85 to 107 million. That is a lot, but to keep the realism, he has a 25 million release clause, which is great as we only have 76 million. But before we sign him, I do want to see some players leave the club. Our first offer for Edison is actually from Inter. I don't know why. They do have summer. He's in the last year of his deal, so we won't actually be able to get overvaluation. Or apparently we are. 38 million. 15 for John Stones from Arsenal. Will they give us 19 million? They agree. He is the first guy to leave. It's honestly quite a good signing for Arsenal. Fenerbahce want Grealish, but they want to give us Fred. Yeah, we don't want him. Even though City, of course, nearly did sign Fred, but United hijacked that deal. 17.5 million is what we agree on. That's crazy compared to what City signed him for. So our new problem is we now need to sign a new goalkeeper as Edison has gone. Walker's leaving. Now, you guys gonna love this one. He's off back to Spurs for 7.5 million. Jack Grealish has actually ended up going to Napoli. Now Calvin Phillips going to West Ham for under 4 million. It is sad what happened to him. Gavardio's now a centre back, and wow, he's gone up to 86 overall. Gundogan's leaving. This has to be one of the weirdest career transfer situations. Back to Barcelona again. So with all these players leaving the club, some on loan, some permanent deals, we are now up to 212 million. A lot less players in the reserves now. A lot of players moved on. We'll get that deal done with Cherky now, who will slot into where Silva is playing, which then I think I'll move Silva to where Kovacic is, which is still a playmaker role, but more roaming around. We, of course, need a new goalkeeper. Edison has gone. Right back, I honestly feel comfortable leaving it to this guy and Lewis. It's right now that attacking wing back, he does the job. But for the really big, exciting signing, I'm feeling like a left winger. If we're going to go really big, which we won't have the money left to do it, Vinny Jr. from Real Madrid. Maybe a little bit more realistic, Rafael Leao from Milan. Barcola at PSG, he would be amazing. But the player you guys are going to suggest the most is Due at PSG. He's 84 overall, and oh my goodness, he'd cost 120 million. Now this would be an extremely exciting signing to do. He's fast, skillful, great player, has that right foot, so can cut in and maybe put it top corner. But enough with the winger talk. Let's get Cherky signed for that 25 million. And new number 8, apparently. In the new 25-26 City shirt, welcome Cherky. Done deal, here we go. And as expected, in the side at centre mid, he does get a -5. So we will have to change the formation. So we're still with the 4-3-3, but Cherky is now a cam. Rodri is a centre mid. I don't like this as much, but it will work similar. I'd much prefer if it was like other games. I could just press X and make Rodri a CDM. As you can see, Cherky is at number 10 as a playmaker. Don't know if he'll be too vulnerable with Silva in that other midfield role. Maybe Kovacic would work better. But we do have Nori stepping in as defensive support there. But right now, I think we've made this squad better. It may take them a while to adapt to this new system, for the signings to settle. But of course, we still don't have a goalkeeper or that left winger. You guys need to get in the comments, by the way, and put your suggestions. One option at keeper is Diogo Costa at Porto. Would cost around a good 60 million. 82 overall. For that much, you would hope for a goalkeeper higher rated than that. We've got this Italian Marco at Atalanta with a fat 88 potential. He'd cost even more than 60 million. My goodness. Actually, I say that. He has a 66.6 million release clause. There's Kobel at Dortmund, who is the finished product now. 88 overall. 100 million plus for a goalkeeper? Yeah, we're not going to do that. He's not already a sweeper keeper, and of course, that's the type of goalkeeper we need to replace what Edison was doing. There's the Champions League winner over at PSG, Donnarumma, of course. But again, he would cost around 125 million. That is just money we don't want to spend. Looking at PSG, they want Foden for 80 million. We are going to keep him. He only had one bad season and, of course, came through the youth system. I don't like Nunes as a right back, so he's now a CDM. He's gone up to 80 overall, which is honestly quite annoying because now we don't even play a CDM, which is lucky because we have Gonzalez, who I do plan on playing. He can play that Rodri spot well. I'm just wondering how Silva is going to do that center mid role because Kovacic would make more sense. His contract is up in 11 months. I'm not going to renew it yet, but at 85, he's only 30. I feel he can offer a lot still. But of course, a lot of these players that we sold, we haven't just sold them because I don't think they're good anymore. They are Pep Guardiola's players. And look, we're trying to build something new here at City. This is a new era for new players, a new system, and a new manager. Let's just call it a rebuild because that's what it is. Now, I guess Claudio is is that backup cam to Cherky. I know he had some good potential. At 74, I don't want to rely on him a whole lot in this first season. We could always use Foden if we got a big injury. But let me know in the comments what we do with him. Do we loan him out and sign someone else? We're going to loan in a player. We have this center back who City signed in January. Kushananov, I have no idea how to say that. 77, probably won't get a whole lot of game time, but I'll reject that loan offer. Now, first game of the season is here. It is Palace. You guys recently told me to go up to legendary difficulty. Still adapting, so this first season could actually be very similar to last. We, of course, have two new players in the side making their debut here. Dan Couto, I don't actually know if he's played, so that might actually be another debut, but here's Foden. Gets that there to Cherky. Welcome to City. New number 8. Now here's Foden. Looking for Haaland. Finds Cherky. Onto that left foot. Finds a gap. Goes to hit one. Good save, Henderson. Could have been a really, really good start there for Cherky. Couto whips that in. Back post there for Haaland. Edge of the box for Bernardo Silva. Another save. Okay, there is no way on that corner. We had absolutely no one defending. Why is that a thing? They've chipped us. That's the first goal we concede this series. It's a chip over the keeper. 1-0 Palace. But breaking away from the corner, where are the defenders? Absolutely no one. And this is where we give the ball to our left winger, and we want them to do something. Here we go. Here's a run out wide. Doku cuts inside. Tackled. It's Cherky to pick it up. Pretty sure he has a left foot. He puts that in behind for Bernardo. Brings that back. Cherky. Now to Foden. Goes to hit one, saved by Henderson. Oh, that's a really good tackle there. Now here comes Doku. Can we find Haaland? That's good. Erling passes it on to Cherky, but he can't receive it. Alice defending quite well here. We can play that to Haaland. He's got that strength. He's going to bully some defenders. Can't get past them. Foden, Haaland again, turns, hits it, and that is the equalizer. Who else but Erling Haaland? The assist from Foden, receives it well, and just smashes it. Palace, of course, were the side to beat City in the FA Cup final last season. Ball whipped in. Rodrigo overhead kick. Haaland with the rebound, and that's his second. It's 2-1 City, but everybody will be focusing on the nearly overhead kick goal from Rodri. But the important thing is that we see this win out. 10 to play. Palace to get back in it. Eze on the left here. Decore. What a tackle, Gavardio. Oh, this could be it. Mateta. Last kick of the game. Oh, you're joking. 2-2. Palace equalize with the last kick off the game. And after that result, it's safe to say there's some unhappy fans on social media right now wishing that Pep was still the manager. We, of course, had a lot of the ball last game. We were good on it, but we just didn't create enough opportunities. Maybe it would help if we went from Doku being a winger to an inside forward, trying to get into those pockets and areas to get the ball to Haaland or just shoot. He could still be an exciting, skillful winger in that position. I would feel more confident if we had a better goalkeeper in goal also. Out of everyone we've looked at so far, my favorite option is Costa. Or maybe we go over to Liverpool and try and sign this guy off the marmalade if he didn't cost 140 million. Why are all these goalkeepers so expensive? Maybe it's the realism mod, but around 60 million for Costa, I feel that's all right. A new number 1, Edison's replacement, 61.4 million, leaves us with around 125 left for that left winger. Fits the role well, only 2 overall better than Ortega. When it comes to simming games, definitely a downgrade from Edison. But he's 25, will probably be at the club for the next 8-9 years. We're playing this Villa side now, which of course just about missed UCL football last season. Now I am going to make one change on the right. We're going to start Mamouche. As an inside forward, of course, he's a striker, so that is natural. I feel he has a goal in this game. Foden. We've got an overlap there, but let's go for Cherky. Cherky, opportunity to hit one. What a strong hand, Martinez. And now Watkins for Villa. Oh, Diaz. Awful there. 1-0. It was Gavardio, not Diaz. That was horrible defending. And that's a very good shot. Outside the box as well. Look, we can take all the long shots we like outside the box, but we actually just need to put it on the plate for Haaland. Else, what's the point in having him? Chances like that. Could have maybe taken a touch. Foden out wide. To the feet of Haaland. This is good. Mamouche. 1-1. There we go. Bottom corner. Told you he'd have a goal. And with that new role, he was actually in the box. In a good position as well. Assist for Haaland. Right past Mings and in the bottom corner. And now we have a chance with Foden just running through on goal. I don't know what is happening in this video with defenses on corners. Foden to make it 2-1. It's not going to miss. We get the lead before the break. Aston Villa need to rethink their defense on that one. Rodgers. Oh, he's past Gavardio there. Has been smoked this game. Watkins again. Oh, it's 2-2. Watkins is having a very good game. Same as Rodgers. Another assist. When I mean at signing, I mean not passing it backward. Here's Mamouche onto that right foot. Found the space. Mamouche. I was going to hit that. Now here's Bernardo. Mamouche out wide. 20 minutes. We need a goal. Mamouche onto that right foot. Finding Haaland. Good touch. And there's the goal. He's onside as well. Man City in the lead. What an impact Mamouche has had on this game. We'll make a change now. Silva goes to Cam. We'll bring in Kovacic. Foden to the left. And Savinho is now on the right. Rico Lewis on. And as Gavardio has been exposed, we'll bring in Akanji. Akanji. Okay, that's not the best starts to this game. Watkins. He's offside. Tielemans. To be fair, a player we could sign. Got more control in the midfield now. With Kovacic in that position, he's not going to lose that. Gavardio plays that to Phil Foden, who pulls that onto his left. Now for Haaland. He's too good. His finishing is elite. It's 4-2 City. That'll be the win. Clever play from Foden. Just one pass and one simple pass into the corner. Bad pass. Now here's Phil Foden. The pass to Bernardo. Now Haaland. There's another. That's the hat-trick. May even be his fourth. It's 5-2 City. This team and system really showing it will press you, win that ball, and it can score a lot of goals. No need for City fans now to be panicking after seeing this. Defensively, they still might. Here's Haaland again. Well, here is Haaland again. Into the box now, Erling Haaland. Oh, it's just not fair. He's too good. 6-2. Where are the City fans? Oh, the accusations are everywhere. And they'll continue after that. There's about 4 fans in the away end. I did mention in the previous match about Yuri Tielemans, obviously a Villa player. A lot of teams interested in signing him, who'd only cost 25 million and would be a solid player for a backup. Or if we want one of the best currently in that role, we'd want João Neves from PSG. Would be one of those signings where we're spending 130 million. Obviously, there's his pal Vitinha, who has actually gone to Juve, and he would be less than Neves. Of course, he's older. That's a big signing for Juve. I don't know where the badge has gone on their kit. Honestly, how many good center midfielders does PSG have? There's Emery, who cost around 90, and he would do this role really, really well. A deep line playmaker, or a playmaker, more steady and defensive than Silva. But when it comes to that left winger position, which you guys need to get in the comments and have a say, because this will be the big thing around episode 2. For example, Doué around 130 million. We would have to sell someone because we only have 120 right now. But honestly, what I'm thinking right now, is Mamouche actually going to play a whole lot? Because Haaland's going to be up top basically every game. In the cup, we'll rotate. If there's an injury, Mamouche will go up top. He showed how well he plays that position as an inside forward last game. And it still gives opportunities on the left for Doku. Also, don't forget, we have Savinho, but we need to make sure this guy does not go to waste. In the midfield, Kovacic, Gonzalez, Nunes. To be fair, he could be the player we move on. Silva, I don't think we'll re-sign that deal, so we could actually get rid of him now to get some money instead of him leaving on a free. I see that center mid area as a place where we could actually bring someone in. Now, Arsenal now, the team we might be in a title race with this season, we will make a change here. Mamouche comes in again on the left. I'm also going to bring in Kovacic because this is a bigger game. We're going to make him a box-to-box. And because of that, Nori is now a wing back for wide support. I'm talking off him. Here he is to start the game off. On the left is fast. He could get into the box here. Can we try find Haaland? On the ground, Haaland, first time, and it slips in. How good is this guy? Just get him the ball, and he will get that in the back of the net. Horrible defending there from the keeper. Great assist for Nori, and I guess Haaland got it on target. You know, now Reyes just made that stinker. I think we just need to pop a long shot at him, because he won't be the most confident right now. Foden goes to hit one. Oh, I thought that was in. I was genuinely about to celebrate. Fantastic effort there. Reyes going to be crapping himself. Kovacic. Now I've got Nori. So far, we've got full control over this game. That's over the top to Haaland, who headers that down to Kovacic. Now Mamouche. Pull that back. Look at that run there. Great interception, Timber. The ball went to him. It probably would be 2-0. This could be 1-1. Saka. We are exposed now at left back. Havertz. McAllister. Is that McAllister? What a strange signing. I tell you what, every time Arsenal come forward, we are exposed massively at left back. because that new positioning, 1-1. Odegaard with the equalizer. This new position, of course, is the reason we scored that first. Havertz, oh, don't be onside. It's 2-1. Wow, I don't believe it. Arsenal have just hit us again. How was that onside by Tossard? Mamouche here on the ball. Out wide for Jan. Pulls that back. Back post there for Haaland. Whipped in. Header. Good save, Raya. Okay, we're definitely making a change here at halftime tactically. Right, fullback defend now for Nori. And Kovacic as a deep line playmaker build-up. Mamouche. Now Cherki. In behind there for Haaland. He does get there. Haaland to chip the keeper. Raya with the save. Foden hits it. Another save. Odegaard. Oh, that space there for Havertz. Now Trossard in the box. Someone get a foot in. McAllister. Kai Havertz. It's 3-1 Arsenal. It was almost inevitable that on that attack, a goal was pending to happen. And of all people, it's the GOAT. I say we're getting smashed at the Emirates, but it's actually at home. Here's Saka. Oh, wow, that could have easily been 4-1. 15 to play. We're making an important change here. Silva is on. And we need a goal now. Straight away, Cherki finds Haaland. Turns his man. This is good. Haaland out wide. Back to him. Oh, he just can't slip through. John Stones, of all people. Oh, good tackle at Kanji there. Now here's Rodri. Come on, Haaland. Stay on side. Is through. It's Erling Haaland. There's the goal. 3-2. 10 minutes to play. Clinical finish again. 5 now. Martinelli whips it in. We get that away to Foden. Foden on the break. Silva. Good impact so far. It's Cherki. Out wide to Mamouche. Tackled, but here's Haaland. Tackled. Rodri now. One last opportunity. Cherki on the ball. Cherki. Bernardo Silva. Pulls it back. Mamouche. Oh, what a tackle that was. And that surely is the Arsenal win. It is. In every game so far, it is clear that in this system, our defense just is not working. Similar to last season, we really could do with Rodri being a CDM, not a center mid. That would actually work if we switched to 2 CDMs, but then Silva can't play, and we would most likely have to make another signing. But Nori as a wing back clearly was vulnerable for us. There's a fullback for now. You guys need to let me know in the comments. What do we do with this defense, the midfield, going forward? Do we actually just completely scrap this, go for a different formation? Look, we have 119 million. Are we going in for that left winger or that center mid? You guys need to let me know that also. It is deadline day. We have 10 hours left. So next episode, we'll wrap that up. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. As I said, we're 1,000 or less away now to 100K. Like, subscribe, turn the bell on. Episode 2 will be out tomorrow. If you enjoyed this video, then click this here. I make Spurs the world's best team.